Hello, welcome to a Monday edition of Stevie Solves. It's May 23rd, 2022, and before I start this puzzle, I want to give gratitude for my sister Mary and her family flying in tomorrow, and we're going to get to hang out for a little bit, coming from Houston, visiting in Florida, so I'm super pumped about that. We'll get to go to my very first Tampa Bay Rays baseball game over in St. Petersburg and do a little bit more exploring, so it'll be a good time. All right. Ooh. Today's puzzle is by Simone Marotte, whom I have never heard of. Oop, I gotta scroll up. There we go. Musical measures. Musical measures makes me sound like feet, maybe, or beat. Noggin sometimes refers to bean in crosswords. Noggin like your head. A rod through two wheels, I believe that's an axle. And a corporate bigwig is an exec, so that axle is correct. Pause on sheet music. Is that a beat also? Additionally, do you have any questions additionally? Do you have any what's a better way to put it? Is there anything additionally? Is there anything else? British, oh, no, that's not else. No wonder it was tough. Additionally is also. Because a British biscuit is a scone, and so forth. And et cetera, and so forth, and so on and so forth. French word for a leg of the Tour de France. I don't know too much French. Let's see. A leg of the Tour de France. Like you have the Alps. Maybe you have a section called the climb. Anyway, I don't know it. I for sure don't know it. Unless it's like etats, like ETATS, like the states. Let's see. Now I get it. Aha. Right away is either ASAP, as soon as possible, or anon, ANON. Usually it's going to be ASAP. Nope. Wrong again, because the 8th month. I was confusing 8th month and 10th month. So it is ASAP. The 8th month is August, AUG. Notice how the month MO is abbreviated. Again, I say this all the time, but that's a clue. That's a hint that the answer is going to be abbreviated as well. Well, if something's unattractive, you say it's ugly. Take to court is to sue. I'm taking you to court. Helpful feature for tie-ups, typos. That would be spell check. Not autocorrect. Autocorrect creates a lot of spelling mistakes too. Drunk and dated slang. Sloshed. Something KY. P to Plato would be maybe rho. RHO would fit with those other three letters nicely. Yeah, I think the P is a rho. But what is like the P sound though? What letter is that? I don't know. Unfasten could be detach, maybe. Personification of evil would be Satan. Destination of the Mormon migration. Well, they ended up in the state of the United States where Mormonism is considered very strong and like headquartered. That would be Utah. Jacques blank, mon oncle. My uncle. I'm thinking shot EE, but who knows? Much of a Facebook feed are something, ads. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pause on a sheet music is a rest. Musical measures are bars. Noggin is a bean. Is this net neutrality? Topic of debate regarding online service providers, net neutrality. This was a big issue years ago when, anyway, net neutrality is gone now. It used to mean basically that websites were not allowed to filter out websites they didn't want you to see. They were not allowed to slow down certain users or certain websites. And getting rid of net neutrality allowed companies like Verizon and other service providers to not only slow down certain websites, but they could slow down you, the user, or just block them altogether if you don't pay. So websites can pay to basically go, be one of the streamlined sites. And I was actually part of protesting whenever that was a thing, that when they were getting rid of net neutrality. A man named Ajit Pai, who was like a spokesperson for Verizon, was a strong proponent that companies should have the right to do whatever they want with your access to the internet. And ultimately, he and Verizon and other internet service providers won out. And now you have the streaming wars. You have you don't know it. It's hard to detect, but certain websites are subject to crash or be blocked or just load more slowly than another one. And now I think Trump named Ajit Pai for to lead the Department of Communication, or I don't remember the exact position that he held in government after he achieved that on behalf of Verizon. So anyway, net neutrality. Stats for high school students. Notice again the abbreviation. So the entry is probably abbreviated, and in this case, those stats are probably GPA, your grade point average. Hot shower, emanation. Emanation is to exude, to produce, to give off. That would be steam. Mustachioed Marx brother, Groucho Marx. Bombard as with snowballs. Snowball fight, you pelt someone with a snowball. Figure on a Monopoly card. That would be figure as a number, which is the rent. Comedian Eric. Oops. Comedian Eric. Is that like Andre? I don't know. Ye Old Shop. That would be OLDE. I guess it's Andre. Eric Andre. Andre Eric. Never heard of it. An Arab dignitary would be an emir. That is what you call like an emirate. United Arab Emirates. An emirate is like a government, and the emir is the leader of it. Just like a sultanate, the leader of a sultanate is the sultan. Declare confidently. I don't know that. Off the top of my head. I'm sure I could think of it, but it's a Monday. It's just easier to get the cross clues. Actor Hemsworth of The Hunger Games. Okay, speaking of The Hunger Games, I know it's different, but yesterday I watched an episode and a half of Squid Games. Or the Squid Game, the Korean whatever show that was popular on Netflix. I watched literally 1.5 episodes at a bar I was at. They had it playing, and you could, it's subtitled anyway, so I could just read it. And it was so disturbing and a lot of murder, but I couldn't look away. And then later that night, I had a dream where I was playing in Squid Game, and there was like a lot of murders, and it was bad. But anyway, The Hunger Games, I realize, is different, but it's actually not that different. It's kind of eerily similar. And Liam Hemsworth is the actor's name. Feign sleep. This is an animal defense tactic. Some animals will pretend to be dead, and that one of those animals is a possum. So that tactic is called play possum. Evil repelling trinket. Something that you usually would wear around your neck. It's something that's meaningful to you, and that's called an amulet. Hasta la vista. See you later. So declare confidently is to affirm. Positive quality, something good about a person or about a thing, that would be an asset. Guy of Food Network fame. Well, his name is Guy, and that would be Guy Fieri. Pups peeves. What's another animal that annoys a dog? That would be a flea. Distinctive period is an era. 'Tis the season. It's probably... Atops might mean the Alps. That's what I'm thinking now, actually. Basic trick at a skate park is the ollie. They say it's basic, but I don't know. Like commands given to Siri and Alexa. Well, you give them spoken commands, right? Something queen, crime, novel, pseudonym. I don't know that. 28 across, that would be ready, blank, go. Ready, set, go. I still don't know this one, but I'm going to guess it's stanko. Guess that's what drunk meant back in the day. Dated slang. I was stanko. Not spoil. If something doesn't spoil, and like milk, if it keeps. Cry of pain is probably yipe. Novelist Hemingway. Famous novelist Ernest Hemingway. A movable feast. Old Man in the Sea I enjoyed, but I'm not a big fan of Hemingway. Mate for a mare. Mare is a female horse. Stud is a male horse. Passport or driver's license is a legal ID, and it fits. Wash with elbow grease. It could be scour or scrub. You're out. So scrub. What the underlines in this clue show. Spaces. Going across, we got putt, a stroke on a golf green. Attire on many Roman statues. What were Romans famous for wearing? Togas, of course. I just realized fraternities are in the Greek system, but yet they throw toga parties, which were worn by Romans. Wonder what that's about. How many times Bette Davis won Best Actress? Well, based on what fits, I would say 3. Although I'm immediately regretting that. Fish is okay. Oh, twice. Fish's breathing organ is a gill. Tight-knit tribe is probably clan. Fruit with a cedilla in its name. That would be acai. Cedilla is the little bottom of the C. It's called C cedilla. Like it basically softens the C in the Portuguese language. This email is finished button. Send. Clan. Shadow. This looks like shadow caboose. I don't know. Shadow cabinet. Opposition party group in British politics. I'm guessing shadow cabinet. Product, it's often mint flavored. Gum is usually mint flavored. To imitate would be to mimic, like to copy. Imitate. Action that can be done to the starts of the yellow answers. Shadow. Play. Spell. Net. Cast a net, cast a play, cast a spell, you cast a shadow. Be at an angle would be to tilt, keeping in mind that I'm already thinking that's a T from cabinet, and that pretty much confirms it. A worshipped figure, that would be an idol, such as the golden calf from the Bible. Zilch. zip, zero, nada. Senses of self-worth would be your egos. Nativity, the nativity gift givers, the three magi, the three wise men were the ones that found Jesus and gave him presents. Common center of a steering wheel. Horn. Pieces that are typically sacrificed in gambits. Well, usually you would sacrifice a pawn to try to win a bigger piece. This looks like talent show, the X Factor, or The Voice. Yes, those are in fact talent shows. A Nile serpent would be an asp. So this is going to be an ad hoc as in a committee. Let's see. Created for a certain purpose as a committee. That would be an ad hoc committee. Go zzz. That would be your snoring. DNA are your 23andMe sample. Its motto is all the news that's fit to print. In brief. That would be the host of this crossword puzzle, the New York Times NYT. Oh. Something's not right. Tis the season. Okay, where could I have gone wrong? Did I mistype? It might be stinko. There we go. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's saying gold star, but I don't like how it's saying 37 Tuesdays in a row. Because it is, let's see, 2:09 Eastern time as I finish solving. I think I'm within the window. I think it's 3 a.m. Eastern, but I'm not entirely sure when it actually resets. Let's just hope. Okay, current streak 224, so we're still good. There we have it, the gold for Monday. Cool. Wait, let's go back and look at that puzzle. We need a word of the day. Okay, so the theme was cool. Things you cast. So you got net, neutrality. You got net, cast a play, cast a spell, cast a shadow. Fun little puzzle. For the word of the day, I'm going to go with bean. Of course, you could probably think of several ways that you could clue for the word bean. But one slangy use of bean is like talking about someone's head. Like you got, whenever in baseball, whenever they say you got beaned, that means you got a baseball to the temple. So, yeah, bean, your noggin, your dome. These are different ways of describing the head. And it's a playful way that some of these puzzle makers like to clue for bean. So keep that in mind. All right. Thanks for watching. Make it a great Tuesday or whatever day you got going on.